Welcome to day 45. We are in Exodus 39 and 40 and in Numbers 9. So getting to see some other books saying kind of the same things of what's going on. So something kind of cool to think about for you today and let you chew on a little bit. But just three quick things and then we'll be done. So they finish the tabernacle. They finish the tent. The stuff in the curtain inside, which is really kind of important because when Jesus dies, the curtain is split, so the inner curtain, and it has some significance to it. So that's to the most holy place. So that's a pretty awesome thing to see or to read about, knowing that that's gonna be torn in two pieces. So let's get at it. One thing to know about the tabernacle is that it's portable versus when King Solomon actually has it built. So this is something that has a whole lot of weight to it. We're talking about tons, literally tons of weight of gold and silver and bronze. Especially just the tent itself is going to be pretty heavy. If you've ever lifted anything that has some thickness to it, then you'll understand how heavy that sort of thing can be. And we're talking about 90 feet, 150 feet, 75 feet by 6 feet by 12 feet. All this stuff is just very, very long and heavy on top of all of the jewels or the gold, silver, and bronze stuff that there is. So just wanted to point out that that's portable. You got millions of people and they can tear it apart and move it, but only certain people are allowed to move it. Then we talk about the priests forever, and I want to read that to you. So in chapter 40, verse 15, anoint them as you did their father. This is talking Moses to, this is God saying this to Moses, and he says, anoint them as you did their father, so they may also serve me as priests. With their anointing, Aaron's descendants are set apart for the priesthood forever, from generation to generation. So the Levites are the anointed ones, the priests that get to do all of the ritual stuff that goes into the tabernacle and to what they build later on. So kind of an important thing, forever and ever. So they are set apart. Now, the third point. Let's read chapter 40, verse 34. Then the cloud covered the tabernacle, and the glory of the Lord filled the tabernacle. Moses could no longer enter the tabernacle because the cloud had settled down over it, and the glory of the Lord filled the tabernacle. Well, Moses could talk to God at the burning bush. He actually got to go in and sit and talk with God before. All of a sudden, the glory of the Lord is in the tabernacle, and he can't go in. So, a couple things here. God, at certain times in the Bible, reveals himself to people, but yet is either masked or is in some sort of state that people can converse with him. But the glory of the Lord in the tabernacle at this point is so awesome that Moses couldn't even enter it. It's not that God physically, like a person inside the tabernacle, it's not that he wasn't in there. I'm just saying that the glory of God is so awesome that nobody could even enter it. Now, that's the major point that I wanted to make there, is that glory filled. It's just kind of, you just kind of read over it. The glory of the Lord filled the tabernacle. Wait a second. We're talking a description of something that is so awesome you can't even go be a part of it. What an awesome thought that is. You should really chew on that for a little bit. It's an amazing thought to think that you couldn't enter because of some description of the way God is. It was so awesome. I can't even think of the correct word. And that's the part I wanted to point out. As the prophets and people that have gotten to talk to the Lord or seen the glory of the Lord, it is indescribable. They tried and couldn't describe it. John in the book of Revelation tried to write down what he saw the best he could. And really, he said, words just don't do it justice. So wanted to point that out. Such a great thing, easy read today. Hopefully you got something out of that part of it. And that's the end of day 45. And what a great day it is. And I'll see you tomorrow.